Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a bunch of people who have been eliminated from this MSL. Those two random groups there. Here's last year's finalist, not Pisu. Wow. That was, J-Dong and Flash, rather. The finalists from last year. Probably the finalists this year as well. We will see, though. Fantasy is not out of this yet. Flash has not won yet. He is up 2-1 though at this point. This is the fourth game of the series, and it has been an exciting series thus far. Here we are moving into game 4 right away, and yeah, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna get underway here on Odd Eye 3. Odd Eye 3, kind of a funny name for a map, and it looks as if Flash is going to be the red Terran. They're gonna ally him. So when they click on his buildings, he's going to have a yellow outline. Oh, he's changed to yellow, actually. And so it looks like Fantasy is actually going to be the red Terran. I'm not sure why they switched the colors like that. That was weird. So Fantasy is actually going to be the red Terran at the top left corner. Flash is going to be the yellow Terran at the bottom right hand corner. By the way, it's fixed. I must admit I was a little bit frustrated by Fraps, and I was starting to think it was never going to work, but the support guys actually helped me through it, and I fixed the issue. It was a sample rate issue. Apparently the sample rate of my microphone is crap. And so the sample rate of the speakers was at 44K, and the sample rate of the microphone was at 16K, and most of you don't really care. So anyways, it was causing the audio to come out scratchy, and so it was just unlistenable. And so now it works though. Unfortunately at a 16K audio rate, but still, it's just fine for most things. This is mostly a video game, not an audio game, so I think it'll be fine. Anyway, also, I realized as I was getting some water between the games here and troubleshooting that I didn't finish the thought before. I was thinking about it, and I think you know, some people really want StarCraft 1 only and not StarCraft 2, and some people really want me to do StarCraft 2 and not StarCraft 1, and some people want both. So that's why I'm thinking I might just you know, make a new account for StarCraft 2 stuff and have that separate from StarCraft 1. Yeah, I haven't decided yet, but I think I might do that. Anyway, I mean, unless people respond to this and really are against it, that's what I'm kind of leaning towards right now. Anyway, and if that happens, I will of course let everyone know what the new account is. Anyway, so yes, Flash is gonna wait. Who's who? Sorry, Fantasy's gonna put down a very fast command center again, and Flash going for the barracks first. Very strange, this Flash playing it safe business. Of course, last game he didn't really play it too safe, I guess. He went for a 1-Rax command center, but he can pull that kind of thing off. He put up a bunker to make sure he could pull it off. Oh, we're gonna see a gas steal? Oh, snap! Almost a gas steal. No, it looked like for a moment like Fantasy's red SCV had taken that gas, but Flash instead took the gas there. That guy thinks he's really cool to have whatever that is. I have no idea what that is. Anyway, Fantasy actually building a, Flash building a command center now as well after his racks in that corner there, so he can float it down so it's still protected. He can protect his ramp against any kind of rushes, and it really makes sense, you know. At this stage in the game, it would be a good spot for Fantasy to try and cheese, to try and get another win under his belt. To well, not necessarily, but usually you don't want to do the cheese in a risky spot. Oh, and he completes the bunker before he scouts, so he doesn't know that Fantasy's gone for this quick command center and is way behind. So he's actually going to place down a bunker, which is unnecessary at this point. And he's getting down a factory though, so we're kind of seeing a yeah. Anyway, so we'll see if he puts out maybe a vulture and tries to attack with a vulture or something like that. I guess Flash basically figures, you know, I can afford to get a little bit behind at the beginning to make sure I'm safe, in order to, you know, then I can try and out macro you, because my macro is second to none. Fantasy did a really good job of out macroing him last game though, but that was kind of because of a tactically lucky bit there where he got lucky and was able to predict those wraiths and had his Goliaths and Comset out. and Flash did nothing with his Wraiths, and he had complete control there. Anyway, both players getting down a couple factories to follow up with, and it looks like Flash is pretty much going to miss out on this opportunity to attack Fantasy while he's a little bit vulnerable from getting that early command center, which is unfortunate. So Fantasy is really not playing defensively at all either. He's got the 2 Marines at his front door. I don't know if maybe they... No, I don't think they kept Flash from scouting the command center. I wasn't paying attention to what happened with that SCV. But yeah, he doesn't even have a bunker or anything. Perhaps because he saw that extra command center being built by Flash, he knew he could probably get out enough stuff in time that it would be fine because of the distance across the map. Anyway, we got Fantasy going again for the Armory, and I believe Academy as well, expecting Flash to go for that 2-port Wraith again. Flash, though, however, has not gone for the 2-port Wraith. He's gone for 2... Whoa! Oh dear. 2 machine shops. Two machine shops. He's got an Armory as well, just in case of Wraiths by Fantasy, and his own Academy going down so he can get some comms. But 2 machine shops actually for both players. I thought Fantasy only had 1. I missaw that. So Flash going for 2 machine shops. He's probably pumping out dual tanks as we speak. He might go for a massive... No, there's a Goliath. Just to prove me wrong. I see how it is, Flash. I see where your loyalties lie. Okay, I guess I can't blame Flash for being more interested in winning StarCraft than making me right. But I guess it does make sense because he hasn't had much scouting information in Fantasy's base, so he didn't know if there were Wraiths coming out, and he was going to need some right now. But probably going to start putting out tanks there pretty quick. Building another factory to get some support units as well. Fantasy already getting that 4th factory up. Flash just now getting his 3rd a little bit later. And here come the result of those extra factories. A few vultures running out here. Well, maybe not the result. Actually, those factories just completed. But sending out a few vultures rather instead of getting those Goliaths. And here we see some comsats going down. Scouting for a 3rd base. I believe he comsatted. Yes, he comsatted and saw this 3rd base going up. Nicely done by Flash. Very well scouted. Fantasy, so again, Fantasy trying to pull ahead by getting an extra base there pretty quick. And again, just kind of trying to play Flash at his own game. Flash now getting a 5th factory up. A 4th and 5th factory up there.